What is going on, YouTube? You already know what time it is. We keep the games rolling every week, but this is a special week here. We've made it to the end of the road for the regular season. This will be the last set of games here before we make it to playoffs and see who will be the champion. I cannot wait to get to that point, but you gotta crawl before you walk, as I always say. Going to be a great one here as always. We're going to see the last time for New York this season here. A very, very down season from what they did in season number 7. There's an article up if you have not seen about it. Did went into a little bit of a deeper dive as to what they should do and how they did this season, who they should go after, and all the good stuff. So make sure you read that on the website, and also make sure you show some love to the channel here that's displaying it. Shout out to YouTube here, and we're going to keep it moving as always. New York and St. Louis will be the two teams that will be taking on the matchup today. It will be a rainy game here in St. Louis, and they're looking to get their final victory, get them to 10 wins on the year. And it should be a fun ride here. St. Louis, they already clinched their playoff spot and the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They could not quite get towards the what's the word I'm looking for, the they clinched the #1 seed in the East, and they cannot get the home field advantage. So now they're looking to just get as many wins as they possibly can. And this is a good matchup that favors St. Louis. I believe this should be victory on their side, but New York, they've shown the ability to move down the field, but I think this could be a possible chance where they can maybe get an upset on a sleeping St. Louis team who's prepping for the playoffs. But we're done with all that talking here. Let's get to it. We are underway here in St. Louis. Let me flip it over to you so you can see what's happening. But it's going to be returned here, taking that to the 30-yard line. Let's get the sound for you. Make sure y'all get to go. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get to it. We'll select New York and start with the football in their cream set, as it's a deep drop back for Cletus Castle, and he's going to get sacked immediately. Crenshaw, the bot player, gets in for the sack. That is not what you want to see. Cletus Castle, is this his final game in New York and potentially even the United States Football Association? That's a question that posed in that article there. Make sure you check it out. But we got 2nd and 17 after the sack. It's going to be a fake the handoff to Delone, looking middle of the field. They're going to be almost picked off 2 times. Number 31 could not hang on to it. It's 3rd and 17 now. I did detail that New York, they did not quite have the greatest of weapons this season. The halfback game, the run game wasn't all that great. The passing game, up and down. They do have some great tight ends, but outside of that, not too much has helped them in their favor. Looking right side here and going to be incomplete again. So Cletus Castle going backwards on the sack, and his first 2 passes did not look very pretty. The St. Louis team, they're going to be coming on offense pretty soon. See right here, the rain. Not the greatest of conditions to play the game, but it says it's supposed to be a light rain. As you can see, it's not like complete downpour. But we'll see Preston Dotson here in the return. Seeing the juke moving, he's going to get free, pushing forward, and he's running past midfield. Going to look and spin, and gets to the 40-yard line. And you see my boy right there making the crowd. 1st and 10 coming up. St. Louis in really good field position to start this one off. Look at the clips rolling already. St. Louis, they came off of the loss in double overtime in the game they should have won, but they decided to get greedy and tried to pass it toward the touchdown. Hankton Beach got the stop, and the rest is history. Looking left side and caught. There goes Sir Lancelot for his first catch of the game. He wants to improve his stats going into the next season, and of course he's looking to try to get into the fold for the Pro Bowl as well. I don't see wide receiver of the year in his future, but can't say he had a bad year, all things considered. 1st and 10 again in field goal range. but they're looking for more than that. They're going to go short and hit as he makes the catch is Kevin Lee, and he's definitely having the wide receiver of the year Kansas City award. He's going to get a gain of 7 out of that. I'm going to check the leaderboards here as I'm checking the gameplay, and I'll see if I can go over some of the stats here. Montaigne leading the way so far going into week 14. A lot of passing yards, and that looks like a stop. There goes Ernesto Romero III. The stop. Naming McNameson's first carry of the game. It's 3rd and 2. But right now, Rebecca Montaigne, as of right this moment, the only quarterback over 4,000 yards, but we should have a few hit 4,000 in this particular week. We'll see those quarterbacks. We'll talk about them later, but that's a great defensive play by number 37, D.D. Beasley. Going to make it 4th and 2. Will St. Louis keep the offense on the field, put some pressure on them, or will they decide to take the 3 like they should have did last week? That is the question we have to answer, and it looks like they will choose the former. Naming McNamerson by himself in the backfield. Jumbo set, and they're going to pass out of it. Going to look right side and going to be caught and cannot hang on at the last second. The New York Mafia defense stands tall, and New York's going to come back onto the field. What a defensive play to not give up. Here comes the homie right here. Going to hand it off, and Ron Jalone's going to try to get a carry. Cannot get around the edge like he wanted to. He'll take the gain of 2. From the 2nd and 8 coming. Going back to a bunch formation. Hand it off up the middle again, and Ron Jalone with the strong running. Going to pick up 6 this time around. 3rd and 2 coming up, and they get the first, get the ball rolling. This is a perfect time for number 24 to try to show his mettle here. 3rd and 2 here. With the short drop back, throws it, and going to be caught by Giovanni Walker. Had a touchdown last week. He's going to keep the chains moving here for the Mafia. 1st and 10. Great pass. Had a little pressure coming from the side, but he got it out just in time. Preston Dotson with yet another tackle on the season. I believe he is leading the league in solo tackles and total tackles. From the safety position, pretty impressive. Not going to lie to you. Going to throw it short. It's going to be caught. I don't know how he made it, but it's going to be another tackle there from Preston, and it's going to be a roughing the passer penalty to move New York deeper into St. Louis territory now. They're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Great job here so far from New York. Looks like the homie Castle took the hit late after the pass, and he did do a short drop back, so that did give the defense a chance to not be able to settle themselves if they go with the reverse and run straight into John Smith and Rock Blazer, pairing up for the tackle. 2nd and 8. But yes, Rebecca Montaigne, 4,017 yards so far in the season. A great campaign again, leading the way. Cletus Castle on the other side with 2,733. Looking to try to get a 300-yard game, see if we can pump it up a little bit, and that's a good pass. There goes Cam Mello, who runs into Preston Dotson for yet another tackle. 1st and 10 coming again. Here comes York with a great drive. Cletus Castle looks like he's averaging somewhere around 210 yards a game in regards to how much he could do with a game. So we'll see if he can improve it here, and that's going to be deflected by number 9. 2nd and 10 coming. Let's see where Montaigne is in regards to touchdowns. So far, 24. So that'll be in the middle of the pack. Cletus Castle 7 behind Rebecca with 17, tied for the for the least in the league with DJ Church, who's trying to fight for his rights to make the playoffs. As we see a pass here, middle of the field, and that's nowhere near the mark. Gonna make it 3rd and 10 here for New York. Rushing wise, let's see what the homers are doing on the ground. Looks like Ron Jalone is at the bottom of the totem pole with 463 yards coming into this game, rushing wise, and then Namie McNamerson, 1,384 rushing yards. That's just testament how good he is. And look at the homie right there. That's a bucket. Cam Mello giving the Mafia a touchdown. That is how you do it. And the Mafia will strike first today in week 14. I gotta do that a little bit better. Touchdown. There you go. But the kick is up and good. In New York, they're going to take the lead here. We'll see if St. Louis can respond, but unfortunate there for St. Louis. They went for it on 4th down. They could not get it in. New York, they got the ball, moved it near effortlessly. They had some miss-ups, but when their number was called, especially on 3rd down, they made it happen for themselves. And we'll see what St. Louis can do next. Went over to rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. Looks like Ron Jalone is at 2 or less currently. He's not in the top 10, but Namie McNamerson is at 17. So if he was able to get 3 more rushing touchdowns in this ball game, which in my opinion is definitely doable, he could find himself with a 20-piece in rushing touchdowns. Interesting enough. Receiving wise, do we have any huge receiving players? Let's see Kevin Lee. He is up on that list and taking it to the 25-yard line. So far, looks like Kevin Lee is at 1,000 yards even in regards to the receiving yards going into week 14. Did have a catch, so he's over it now. A little bit further down, Ansel Tavian with 998. The tight end doing his thing, and Sir Lancelot right behind Tavian with 949. So both of them will need a few passes here and there to get over 1,000, and that's potential. Kevin Lee, Ansel Tavian, and Sir Lancelot each crack 1,000 yards. Make it 2nd and 7 coming. I don't see any Mafia players in the top 10, so we'll keep it going here. Receiving touchdowns, as we see Montaigne throws it to the pitch, and there goes Kevin Lee breaking it. He's well over 1,000 now, to the 20, and dragged down by number 26 with the speed. They needed every bit of it, but that's going to be 1st and goal coming. Here comes St. Louis. That is what the Archer gang could do for your offense. If you throw it to him and he's got all that space, Kevin Lee's going to take advantage of it. If you watched last season, actually, if you watched the season before last season, the season 6, Montaigne and Kevin Lee got a lot of work in. And you're going to see Namie McNamerson give his body up right at the 1-yard line. Could have been a touchdown if he kept running, but we'll take a 2nd and goal. So receiving touchdown wise, it looks like Kevin Lee is in the number 1.1A spot, tied with Darren Eliason from Tampa. 12 on the season. That would have been 13 if he was able to speed up a little bit, but hand off, and that's an easy bucket. 18 touchdowns on the season is Namie, and there's gonna be a touchdown. Big bucket. St. Louis looking to tie the ball game up. Kick is going to be up. Kick will be good. 74-yard drive. Most of it was from that slant pass over to Kevin Lee, getting the job done. You love to see it. We got ourselves a tie ball game again, folks. Now, Namie McNamerson, he does lead in points scored with 108, and with that one right there, that should bring it up to 114 on the season. That's ridiculous, averaging well over 8 points a game. And his let me see if I can find the touchdown scored per game. Yes, he's well over 1.5 touchdowns scored per game. One of only 2 players to at least average 1 touchdown in a game, which is spectacular. Defensively, Preston Dotson, I kind of already said earlier, but he's leading the league in tackles with 67 solo. And I believe he's over 70 in regards to what's we're looking for. He's over 70 in regards to assisted tackles. So you do the math, he's pushing 150 tackles at the safety spot, which is just ridiculous. Sack-wise, do we have any players here? John Smith. Shout out to Mr. John Smith in his rookie campaign. He is a top 6 player on defense in regards to getting sacks with 11 so far. We'll see if he can continue on with that as we see the fake. Look for a man throwing on the run and caught. There goes Charlie Baker getting into the mix. 1st and 10 Mafia. In regards to the rest of the players with sacks, no other players in the top 10, but a great job nonetheless there from the homie John Smith. Interceptions, do we have any players here? I do not see any. So they either have 2 or less in regards to interceptions. In regards to the players in this ball game. Looking to launch your left side wide open again. There goes number 87 Kaiser getting chased down, and there's another tackle again by Preston, but not before Gataki Draco says, I still got some life in me. I've been in the league for a while, but I know what to do when I get the ball in my hands. It's going to be 1st and 10 Mafia. They're showing some fight today. I love it. And they got a man offside. Gonna look for a man, takes off to run, throws off the back foot and finds Cam Mello for the 2nd time. Nicholas White, his 2nd penalty on the game, but it doesn't matter because it's a touchdown. New York Mafia, where is this? Where has this been earlier in the season? You might have had a realistic shot to make the playoffs again, but a great start here from the Mafia in this ball game. Kick is up, and kick is going to be good again. Gotta love the fight here in New York. They're showing some serious love. The offense has been percolating. St. Louis has yet to find the answer, surprisingly, to stop this New York team. And in my article, I did say that Cam Mello, he did have a lot of issues this season. He didn't really get a chance to break away from corners. They had him locked up a good amount of times, but St. Louis is having some trouble slowing that man down, slowing up this defense here, making the plays. And New York's on their way to see if they could get something going. The first quarter, we're still early in it, but right now you got to give credit where credit is due. The Mafia's playing. Be returned here by the homie to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Here comes Montaigne, going to almost throw a pick. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. Handoff here, gonna throw it to the left side. It's gonna be caught. There goes the homie Namey, who makes a man miss and push it forward for another solid gain. Move the chains forward. Arches. Great move there, right on the sideline as well. Watch this one. Get that cut up. So they show the replay. But they made that move there and then made it around Ernesto Romero III. Now that's going to be a false start on St. Louis. Back them up 5. Handoff. Here comes Amy trying to break the tackle and does, and he's gonna run free. I think he's trying to get number 19, and he's gonna get it. Namey McNamerson, aka the cheat code touchdown. Archers, what is wrong with this player here, Namey? He's just too good. Kick is up, and we're back to the tie ball game, folks. Quick hitting drives here from St. Louis and New York. They're letting the good vibes fly right now as it's 14-14, and we didn't even leave the first half. That honestly spells doom for New York, because I don't know if they have quite the firepower to contend with this. St. Louis looking to let off some serious aggression, especially after what happened last week. They're trying to get the job done here. Just ridiculous right here. I'm trying to tell you. 14-14. We'll see what New York can do in response. They'll have the rest of the first quarter and then some. Assuming their drive continues strong, seeing this one get kicked to the 5-yard line. Here comes Giovanni Walker, who gets smacked right around the 26. So first and 10 here for the homies in New York. On the road, trying to get their 4th win of the season. Sure, it won't help them in regards to the getting like better position in regards to the draft lottery, but at this point you gotta take the wins when they come, but they still have to earn it. And there goes a pass. There's a flag on the play, and I think that may be on New York. We'll have to double check. It says a hold. Yes, it is on the center. Unfortunate penalty there. They're gonna have to lose 8. First and 18 here at the 20. They're going to hand it off to Jalone, who finds a crease and pushing past the 30 and getting pretty much all of those yards back that they needed. It's going to be 2nd and 6 right now, thanks to the hands of number 24. Second and 6 here in the single back. One is back there again, but it's going to be a drop back. Look for a man, throws it short. Going to be caught and tackled out of bounds by number 9. 3rd and 4 here. End of quarter number 1. A lot of scores, a lot of big plays. You love to see it in the drive. We'll see if New York can continue here as we can get past the 2nd. And they're going to be a fake of the handoff. Going to throw off the back foot. Not much that Cletus could do in that instance. 4th and 4 coming. Here comes the punt. St. Louis getting this football back with a great pass rush that disrupted everything. Set up here, but do get it away. Gonna be a fair catch there by Preston. I thought he was going to hit a juke move right out of it. I thought it was going to do something crazy, but it's all good. The game continues. See right there, number 10 versus number 10. Oh God, who's going to win it? I think number 10 on New York won that though, because he's actually player. We don't care about no bots here. It's all about the users, man. That's what makes this league the best league. As we see the movement there, and they're going to give it to Kevin Lee, who wants some yards, and he's going to get tackled as he was trying to turn the corner by Cornstalk, another star player here in this New York team. Not all the stats that you want to see, but if there's one player that definitely stands out, Cornstalk is that man. We'll see if he can continue here. 2nd and 7 coming up. It is going to be a handoff. There goes Name, sheds one man and pushes through another. 3rd and 3 coming up here for St. Louis. Here comes Kevin Lee. They're going to fake it and they're going to hand it off, pushing forward and drag down. Not to be number 31 with the swift tackle. It's going to be 4th and 1. St. Louis, they're not in a position to try to go for it without giving up good field position. So you should see New York with the football coming soon. Not expecting a fake here. It wouldn't really make sense. It's going to be a punt. Sending this one away. Maybe to around the 12-yard line, running through a defensive player to get closer to 25. New York, you're back in motion. Let's see what you got. First and 10 here. The handoff. Here comes Castle. Going to launch this right side and going to be almost picked off 2 times. Gum Arabic skying for it, but just cannot hang on to it. Preston Dotson couldn't hang on after the ricochet either. It's going to be 2nd down coming. Preston Dotson without an interception. I believe this is one of his first seasons in his pretty long history where he doesn't have an interception, at least one, as the throw is short. Going to run through one man, but Preston's there to help clean it up. 55 there, got struck. That's John Smith. 3rd and 1 coming up. St. Louis trying to get off the field, and we are at 9.5 minutes left in the second. The crowd here in St. Louis doesn't care about the rain. They care about the W. As they are back in the I formation is the Mafia. Handoff up the middle and gets stuffed. Number 9 says you better do better. 4th and 1 coming, and we should see another punt coming. Looks like the defenses are starting to come alive here. Taking this one away. The 20, a juke move and burst through to at least get 6 yards out of that return. That's what I was expecting the last time he got the punt return, but a nice move there to at least get some yardage there. St. Louis back onto the field. Got a man offside, so it's a free snap, looking left side and caught, and there goes Sir Lancelot with the catch, but they may just go ahead and decline it. And then, actually, they're going to go ahead and accept it, so 1st and 5, give them some more chances to move more down the field. Can't be mad at it. Should expect a deep play coming up. That's what I would think. That's what I would think here for the St. Louis team. Normally when they hit spots like this, they'll try to get down the field. Going to pitch it to the left side. They tried the outside run, and that is not going to work. Number 31 getting into the mix. That's crossing street. Getting the play. It is a loss of 4. A great pursuit there for sure. All in all, that means St. Louis only gained 1 yard. Up to this point, they're going to send Lancelot in motion. Will they pass it to him? No, they're going to go to the screen on the other side. Got some blocking, turns up, tries to get past the man, and he'll take it to the 45-yard line. Montaigne looking to get some more yards as well. 1st and 10 coming. Great use of the block there. We'll keep it moving. We're going to send a motion. We're going to fake it. Going to look to throw it. Montaigne middle of the field and caught. There goes Tavian. And he's going to be over 1,000 yards. He's going to fumble the football, but I think he hit the ground. Tackled down, but I think it should be going back. I'm gonna check it. I'm pretty sure it's going to stand. I mean, that stand's going to overturn it. But Ansel Tavian, congratulations for hitting the 1K club from the tight end position. Very hard to do, but he made it look easy all season long. His name, he's going to push forward for another first down. Already over 90 yards at the game, and we're still in the first half. It's 1st and 10 coming. Two-man shotgun here. And they'll hand it off to one on Montaigne's left, who's finding the crease, and that's gonna be number 20, Namey McNamerson, for the touchdown. Big bucket name. He's gonna hit 20 touchdowns on the season on the ground. Just ridiculous, and he's just MVP level. Kick is going to be up here, and kick is going to be good here. More than halfway through the second quarter. St. Louis, after trading touchdowns, they're going to take the lead here and see if the Mafia can respond. If I can remember, this is pretty similar to what happened the last time these two teams played. New York came out swinging, and then once the offense of the New York team cooled down, St. Louis just kept their foot on the pedal. We'll see if it keeps going here, but right now St. Louis in the driver's seat. A lot of scoring in this ball game. Throwing this one away into the end zone, going to be returned by Giovanni Walker, using his block as best he can, gets to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 points. Handoff, looking for a lane to go through and not going to find it. Another holding penalty here from New York is going to slow him down a little bit. 1st and 20 now. Handoff. It's a fake, and John Smith's going to put some pressure, but it's still going to be caught. Great defense all the way around. They're not getting too many yards off of that one. Actually, they're going to go backwards. It's 2nd and 18. Handoff. Pushing forward is Jalone. He's going to get past the 20, but not much else. Closing in on 4 yards of carry up to this point, but it's going to be 3rd and 13 coming. Going to be a drop back. Here comes the homie Castle, and almost throws it straight to Gum Arabic, who's going to just slide it down to the ground, give his team some good field position after the punt. 4th and 13 here. Sending this one deep back to Preston. Looking for a man to find, and not going to find one that time. He'll just get past the 35, and it's going to be 1st and 10 St. Louis. looking. Gonna take off to run. Montaigne's gonna get sacked. Taken down is Lawrence. And that's gonna bring a loss of about 1 on this play. 2nd and 11 here. Handoff and gonna launch it again and caught. There goes Kevin Lee. He says he wants that touchdown lead to the 10, trying to get through, and he does, breaking away from number 26, Kevin Lee, for the touchdown. Just big buckets here. Montaigne to Lee is something we've seen for the last 3 seasons, and it's a beautiful sight. This one away, great drive once again. St. Louis getting it done. 1st and 10 coming up for the Mafia, who now find themselves in a 2-score deficit after putting up a really good fight in the 1st quarter. It really did not go in their favor here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 2nd. Go ahead and throw it short, and he can't bring his feet inbound. So actually, no, they're going to call it a catch. Actually, going to be a loss of 3. Taking the handoff here, rolling out middle of the field, and had a man open, but the pass once again off the mark. And I think it's plays like that which stands the New York team to think that they may need to go another direction, but we'll see if they make that move during the draft or free agency. Right now, he's doing his best. He does have 2 touchdowns in his favor, but there's a pass you kind of want to hit. As you see, the homie Cletus Castle chased by the homie, going to run into a couple of players there. That's Rock Blazer and John Smith. That's going to be a gain of 4, but that's not going to be enough to move the chains. And that's going to send it back to St. Louis. Turn here by Preston, not getting too much there. Gonna make 1st and 10 here for St. Louis. Looking, right side is going to be caught, but not going too much further from where he caught it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. Second and 10 here. Tried to get it over to number 17. They didn't get anywhere with it. See what Montaigne can do here. Got a lot of receivers. Gonna send a couple men down short and throws it long to Tavian, who gets to midfield a little bit further. It's gonna be 1st and 10 again. Here comes St. Louis. There goes Tavian, who gets to the 40. Not quite a first, but solid gain of 9. Can't be mad at it. The drive continues here for St. Louis, who's approaching field goal range in the waning minutes of the 2nd quarter. Another drop back here. Montaigne right side, wide open. Kevin Lee, who's trying to keep a lead on that touchdown. What in the world is wrong with the homies in St. Louis? They just want to break away. Touchdown, St. Louis. (35 to 14) already. It was just 14 to 14 when the 1st quarter ended. So hope y'all been keeping count. St. Louis, they've been putting in some work in this ball game. Don't forget that they only scored around 20 points in the last one. So they're back in motion here on offense, looking real nice, trying to keep it moving. It's going to be 1 minute and 2 seconds left as we see this one get nailed down. Not too much happening there. New York back onto the field, all 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can get some points here before the half. Quick pitch and caught by Camelo, running through a couple players there to get past the 30. 54 seconds left. No huddle here. 40 seconds left in the second. That's it again. Gonna look for a man. Takes off to run. Gets hit as he throws. And luckily for Castle, he had his arm going forward because that could have been a fumble. 3rd and 3 here. Walker in motion behind Charlie Baker, and he's going to slip, and it goes off of his helmet as he was trying to recover, but unfortunate play in the rain. The elements coming to life on that one. It's 4th and 3, and the bad luck continues to roll here for the Mafia as St. Louis is going to get the football back. Sending this one away here. Going to be returned by Preston, who's going to cut around and juke. Gets close to the 38-yard line. That's actually where they're going to mark him. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. St. Louis find another touchdown here before the half ends. I don't know what to say about New York's chance of getting the win. 22 seconds. All we really need is one good play in there in field goal range. But they got to go backwards on that first play thanks to the penalty. 22 seconds here in the second. First and 15 coming up here. Throws it short here, going to be caught, and he's going to get tackled in bounds. Doesn't look like St. Louis is attempting to push the ante here, unless they try one more play with the Hail Mary. I don't think so. It looks like they're just going to run it out. They're not going to try. But overall, great half here for St. Louis. He's looking to get the job done. Great game initially, but that turned out in their favor. We go ahead and turn it over to the second half. Getting this into around the 10-yard line. Here comes the homie taking this up. Going to get tackled before he could get past the 25-yard line. And this is the perfect time to start our week 14 advertisement, starting with W. Make sure you use that code right there, 10% off of each order that you choose to have with them. A great product there. If you want an energy drink change, this is the one that is made for gamers. That's W. Use the code USFASA to get that nice discount. And there's a lot of great products for you. There's merch, there's the tubs, there's the shakers, there's the packs where you can try out the flavors before you can get your tubs. There's a lot of things that you can get there. So shout out to W. They're great products. So I wouldn't be talking about it if they wasn't trying to get nothing from it. So shout out to them. Shout out also to Paladin. They're the homies there with the software business. If you need help with your business in regards to that, make sure you show some love to them. Sign a contract, and just like with W, you'll be directly supporting the USFA with that coming forward. Shout out to them. Also, we have the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball. That's one of our 3 affiliates. They finished their FIBA World Cup, all the good stuff. It was a fun ride there. And season 2 is starting pretty soon. They still have to go through the draft and all the good stuff. So make sure you watch out for that. I believe they just finished up like the combine stuff, and they're going to get games going. So a lot of great things going there. Shout out to them. And also shout out to the homies in the ECFL. They are our collegiate affiliates. So make sure you show some love. When they finish their collegiate careers, they get drafted by us in the USFA to keep their players alive and all the great stuff there. Shout out to them. And also shout out to Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If you want to do your Thug Thizzle on the ice speed, the next Hall of Famer, that is where you're going to do it. Shout out to them as well. And from there, we could go ahead and get back into the gameplay here, as it looks like St. Louis will be starting us off. Let's get back into it. Go ahead and get that sound there for you. There you go. It's going to be first and 10 coming up for St. Louis, who's trying to crack 40 early. See right there in the total yards, 165 total yards for New York, 380 for St. Louis, as they go ahead and give it to Kevin Lee on the outside. He's going to pick up the first down. Then a little bit more, tackled by Orange Stalk. Going to be first and 10 already. In motion, fake it to him, fake it to the homie name. He throws it left side and going to be caught. Climbing the ladder is Sir Lancelot. Getting a lot out of that play. That's the homie first break getting it done. Montaigne finds her strong receiver there on the left side, tapping the toes, and it's first and 10 in the red zone. Handoff right side. Names look for touchdown 21. A spin move and pushing it in, but there's a flag in the end zone. Taekwondo. What is that? I should put some Taekwondo on you. Unfortunate there for St. Louis. They're going to have to try it again, but what a great play. You hate to see it. If you're St. Louis, that was definitely highlight worthy, but not to be. They got to try it again. It's first and 5. Making the handoff, throws to the tight end. There goes Tavian, who had a 17-catch game last week thanks to the 2 overtimes. going to make it 2nd and inches on that play. Can't quite remember if St. Louis had a 1,000-yard tight end before, but Anseltavian will be the first in a while if that's the case. Looking for a man is Montaigne, takes off to run, and she's got a little speed too. Going to try to truck through and push into the end zone herself. She says she's the GOAT for a reason, and she's just going to make it look too easy. Number 8 gets it done again. Just ridiculous. The elements here in this St. Louis team, it's a lot for a lot of teams to handle. Sometimes it's too much for a lot of these teams to handle. We've seen them almost get the victory that they pretty much let go down the drain. You see them just lighten up the scoreboard, 42 points. Just ridiculous. No field goals in sight for either team. In New York, they have yet to find any type of life since their last touchdown to Camelo. We'll see if they can change it here on this drive. They got 22 minutes here, so they can use all the help they can get. And the return here from Giovanni Walker to get past the 30 down to the 32. A great return. New York needs all the momentum they can get, though. 1st and 10 coming. Pushing forward and trying to get the first himself is Ron Jalone. He got slowed down to around the 40, but a great push there on the ground. 2nd and inches coming. Going to be a quick pass and caught. There goes number 22, Riker Bryston, getting into the mix. He did not have the greatest of seasons here in the USFA, but he's looking to change that here going into next season. He's one receiver that I think could use a lot of work, but we'll see if that changes some things here. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. You hand this one off. There goes Ron Jalone, pushing forward and getting the first down. That's played there. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the wait there. Into the family. But it looks like New York did get another score since I was gone. Looking for a quick pitch, and there goes Cam Mello, who's trying to add on to a season total. Cletus Castle there with 3 touchdowns, so it wasn't a field goal battle that New York did was gone. It was a touchdown. Another one by Cletus Castle in a 3-touchdown ball game. No interceptions at this point for what I see. 3rd and 1 coming. Sorry about the long wait though. Have to be back here again. 8 minutes left in the 4th. as New York's trying to make one last push, and there goes Cam Mello, and it looks like a late flag, but it's a 15-yard face mask there by the homies in St. Louis. So New York is going to continue to drive. Great job so far here from New York. They're trying their hardest to get back into it, but it might just be a little bit too late here as they move into the red zone. Coming through with the clutchness. Going to send Devontae Tree, the linebacker, in motion. Will he get the pass? Question. I'm going to look for it, man. Middle of the field. And caught. There goes the attack. And Drake goes for the touchdown. Big buckets again. The Kentucky Dracos. He's one of the leaders there in touchdowns, or he's up there. Doesn't quite have as many as some of the other people up top, but he's got a lot this season. And that's going to keep it moving here. The 2-point conversion coming. Turns up and gets sacked. And there goes Jesse Leyva. It's not going to count towards the total since it is unfortunately on the 2-point conversion, but a great play nonetheless. And St. Louis will keep it at a 16-point ball game here. Technically still 2 scores if you want to look at it like that. You got to go for 2-point conversions all the way through, but they have to send it to St. Louis here. Probably would work out if they went for the onside kick. Let's see what happens here. You know how we do. The games keep rolling in the USFA. Even if I'm not here to actually do it, in regards to the commentary, we're still going to keep it rolling. As you see, the return here coming up from the 20, going to be pushing forward. Going to make it 1st and 10 again. Looking right side and tried to complete it to Ansel, but that's just a little bit too much mustard on that pass there. 2nd and 10 coming. Looking, pick the handoff there. Going to launch middle of the field and caught. Who is that? That's actually going to be Sweet with that catch there. Gain of 15, showing those 0 hands are still 100 hands in the rain. It don't matter. Taking the contact there after the catch. On the move the sticks here. St. Louis, they're pretty much on clock burn mode from here on out. If they can get another touchdown, cool. But if not, it is what it is. But it looks like Namey's still trying to punch forward. He has another trifecta on the game. 161 rushing yards, just ridiculous here for Namey, who's looking like the MVP. Most step, 1st and 10 coming. Hand this one off again, moves around, going to get some blocks up front by Kevin, and going to push forward and find a crease, and he's going to get number 4 on the day. How do you do, sir? Namey McNamerson for the touchdown. Beautiful blocking sets up the 4th touchdown of the game for Namey. It's just ridiculous how good he is this season. That'll make it 49-26. And that is if he was able to make the extra point, which he does not. Daniel Carlstown with the miss. But regardless of that, it's going to be a 22-point ball game in favor of St. Louis. This should be another victory here for the Archers. Definitely. You'd love to see St. Louis back into the mix. They get a lot of hate. I'm not even going to lie to you, since they're one of the teams that did get a championship, at least one. But right now, going into the history, St. Louis has won 2 championships. Huntington Beach has won 3. And Tacoma's won 2. So we'll see if St. Louis or Huntington Beach will add to their totals, or will we have a new champion? That's going to be the question we'll answer down the line as we move towards the playoffs And speaking of the playoffs, we have 5 of the 6 teams decided, and we will potentially decide, actually we will decide in the next 2 ball games here. In the double headers, there's going to be a flag on the play, holding penalty there by Rocker Bryson. It's going to be 1st and 10. Here comes New York. But you gotta give New York credit though, they did punch it into the end zone a good amount of times. They're over 24 points. They're well over their average, which I believe is around like 17 or so. But when you give up 40 plus points, there's not a lot of things that you can really do. Your offense got to get some improvement. Defense needs improvement. That's going to be a jump catch there by Ron Jalone. Going to make it 2nd and 5. Looking, going to go with the screen pass here, reaching out for the 1st. I think he kind of got it. The referees will agree. 1st and 10 coming. Here comes the Mafia. This will be the last time we'll see them this season. So it'll be up to them to put their best foot forward, potentially get 1 more touchdown, get 30 points going out into season number 9. That'll be their best case scenario. The victory will be a little bit too much for them, but ending the season on a good note will definitely help, as they're going to try to pass to Jalone again. He's going to shed off a man, tackled by Preston, but dragging him like 5 yards. Strong play there for New York. They're going to move closer to the 35-yard line. Cam Mello in motion. Ready to look his way. No, they will not. They'll try Jalone again. He's going to push forward to the 45-yard line. 4 minutes left in the 4th. Going to make it 2nd and 2. Go, quick pitch and caught. There goes Cam Mello hanging on through traffic. Tackled by Gum Arabic. Going to make it 1st and 10. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th. So far, New York is driving. Granted, it is in garbage time, but still, the progress you see right there, they have life here in this team. They just need to put it all together, add some more pieces, get more involved, and then I think this team can definitely make some moves again as they throw it short. Going to get a face mask penalty there. Unfortunate. Jaquan John going to make them move forward a lot more. They're closer to that end zone, down to the 24-yard line. New York trying to punch it in here. Castle again, pocket clean, but cannot complete the pass there. And the Dracos, 2nd and 10 coming up. So they can get something going here in clutch time. Quick pitch again to Jalone and hit as he was trying to hold on to it. Lucas Castle with 4 touchdowns on the game. Third and 10 coming up here. Obviously, this would be 4 down territory, looking to get some more points here. See the drop back, clean pocket, looking right side and caught, but Dracos does not have room to turn back up the field. It's going to be 4th and 7 coming in. In my opinion, I would just say keep the offense on. Do what you need to do to get past that 1st down mark. Try it again, and they agree with me. I love the fight. They need to get past the 14-yard line in order to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. They're going to throw it short, and he's going to push forward. He's going to reach out, and he's going to drag a man, and you love to see it. Not even a registered offensive player getting into the mix. Devontae Tree, with his veteran-like quickness, gets it done, and the drive shall continue as we hit the 2-minute warning. Gotta love the fight here in New York. They're not giving up. Looking for the touchdown. Pocket, going to throw it short. And another face mask penalty by number 44. This time it's by Rock Blazer. That'll move him to the 3-yard line here. 1st and goal, New York. New York trying to punch it in here, get themselves 30 points. They're going to go ahead and pass it, and going to be caught. And Cam Mello does it again. Touchdown. Mafia. That is how you close out the season on your own terms. They will try the 2-point conversion here, taking 34. And he had a man wide open, was Castle, but threw it right behind Kataki Dracos. That's not going to help him out, but we do have ourselves a high-scoring affair here. St. Louis, they are going to get the victory, no doubt about it. New York, they did their thug thizzle to at least try to make it a game, but just got a little bit out of their hands early in the 3rd quarter, in the 2nd quarter. And we'll see how it turns out here. That's a 40 after the onside kick. They're trying to get that ball back at speed, though. We'll see St. Louis hit the field again. This one runs past the 40. And it's going to be a timeout called here. Coming up, going with the reverse play, and great blocking again with that speed past the 20, and he's going to push inside the 20 with that one, just to put the finishing touches on a great game there from Namey. 600 total yards, you see right there at the top of your screen, just ridiculous. But it's going to be 1st and 10 again. New York with only one timeout. I'm expecting a kneel down set, but they're keeping their offense on the field, surprisingly. So by the formation, it looks like it may be a halfback keeper in the Wildcat, or the Wild Archer is what I like to call it. Archer Cat, maybe. But regardless of that, that's going to burn the final timeout here for New York. Nice tackle there by Tyree Wells. Looks like they do have the I formation here. Sorry, not the I formation, single back. Going to pass it here, looking for, trying to get 50 points on the game. Going to take off to run. Going to run through a man, and he's going to get to the 4-yard line as Montaigne. And it doesn't look like they'll be doing anything outside of that. They can go ahead and kneel it down and take it to the playoffs. Congratulations to St. Louis. And great job there from New York to not allow any more points. Not allowing 50 is definitely a good thing in comparison to what it could have been. You know what I'm saying? But we'll take this deal down. Then we'll go ahead and set up for the Friday doubleheader. I'll go ahead and show you a little bit of what we got cooking here. It's going to be Pittsburgh and Dallas coming up to the forefront. That'll be the second game of the week. Going to be a fun ride here as always. Pittsburgh and Dallas, they had an instant classic earlier, and now they're going to meet up on the other side where Dallas is looking to make their way to the playoffs. And then, by the other hand, we'll take it to the next game after that, whereas Anchorage and Huntington Beach. So after Friday, we will know the 6 teams that will make the playoffs. It's going to be a fun ride here. Make sure you watch out for that. But final score is going to be 48-32. I had to burp a little bit, my bad. But solid game nonetheless here from the homies in Buffalo. I said Buffalo. I was thinking something else. My bad there. But good job there by St. Louis getting the job done here in this ball game. I gotta find my cursor. Let me see if I can find it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Get that going right there. And let's see what happens where the stats is 611 yards to 364. St. Louis getting it done. See right there, first downs. New York did have the first down battle won, but I think that was mostly in garbage time. And then possession time, same thing. Garbage time there for the homies in New York. And the final stats here, Montaigne 19 for 24, 2 TDs, 1 interception. And looks like Cletus Castle there 31 for 45, 297, 5 touchdowns. Just a ridiculous way to end it. And it's going to give those people in the New York front office something to think about. That was a great performance there by Castle. No turnovers, 68 completion percentage right there. You can't be mad at it. Rushing wise, Damon McNamerson was that dude, though. 20 carries, 204 yards, 4 touchdowns. Just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Ron Jalone, he averaged 4.5 on the game, so you can't be mad at that, but he's going to be looking to improve going into season 9 for sure. Rebecca Montaigne also got a rushing touchdown. Pretty crazy. Good job. Receiving wise, we got the homies in St. Louis, 7 catches, 209 yards, 2 TDs. Ansel Tavian, 4 for 55. Sir Lancelot, actually, I have to do something real quick. Let me go all the way to the beginning. Make sure I got the longest pass. 63 is the longest pass for Montaigne. Cletus Castle's longest pass was 53. Rushing wise, Namon Namerson's longest rush is 62, and Ron Jalone's longest is 12. See 10, 11, and 4 for Montaigne, Baker, and Castle, respectively. And let me go back to the homies in St. Louis real quick. As soon as I can find it. Thank you. But great job there overall. Sir Lancelot, 3 for 87. Naaman McNamerson, 2 for 33. Edwards, 1 for 4. And then looking at the longest passes here, looks like 63 is the longest pass. There goes Kevin Lee. Looks like Lancelot had a 44-yarder as well. On the other side, we got 9 for 99 there for Kentucky Dracos, along with the touchdown. Cam Mello with his best game of his career, 8 for 81, 3 touchdowns. And I was talking about him in the article, so maybe he's seen it and got his foot in the gear. But Giovanni Walker, 7 for 59, 1 touchdown. Ron Jalone, 4 for 30. And Devontae Tree adding in the mix, 1 for 7. Riker Bryson, 1 for 10. Charlie Baker, 1 for 11. And we'll go ahead and check into the longest catches. Looks like Gataki Dracos had that with a 53-yarder. Defensively, let's talk about it. We'll start with the homies in New York looking for the tackles here. Looks like Devontae Tree led in tackles with 6, Cornstalk with 5, Ernesto Romero with 5, Neil Mason with 4, Paco Pac II with 4, Buster Mack with 4, Didi Beasley with 4, and looks like Tyree Wells and Ivan Johnson each get a tackle apiece. Tackles for loss, there was only one, but it was from a bot, so we don't worry about that. Buster Mack with the sack, the only user player there. And interceptions, Neil Mason got an interception. Great job. 22-yarder. Pass deflections, looks like Paco Pac II and Didi Beasley. No forced fumbles or anything like that. And we'll go to the homies in St. Louis. The leading tackler will be Rock Blazer with 11. John Smith with 8. Preston Dotson with 8. Stevie Glades with 7. Gum Arabic with 5. I don't know how Oh, that's Christopher Baker. Sorry about that. Christopher Baker with 6, Xavier Lingland with 5, Tristan Mitchell with 4. I almost got confused with Christopher Baker with Charlie Baker on the other side. That's what I was thinking. But looks like Jesse Leva with 2. Do a little bit too much there. I'll go right back to the bottom. Jesse Leva with 2, Nicholas Watt with 1, and that's all the user players there. John Smith, the only user player with the tackle for loss. No user sacks, no INTs, pass deflections. Looks like Gum Arabic with 2, Christopher Baker with 1, Tristan Mitchell with 1, and Stevie Glades also with 1. No forced fumbles or anything like that. And that's all the defensive stats there, players. And looking at both of the stats here for the kicking, no field goals attempted here, but it looks like there were 8 for 10 total between Parson and Carlstown. Looks like they both missed 1, but great job there from Carlstown knocking down at least 6 of them. Parson 2 for 3. Punting wise, looks like Parson 7 for 311, Carlstown 2 for 100. And then a little bit further down, we got the kick returns. Kevin Lee 5 for 132, and Giovanni Walker 5 for 124. That's a bot player. We don't worry about that. Punt return wise, Preston Dotson with the great setup here, 5 for 59, had a long of 33, and Kataki Draco's 2 for 15, longest of 11. And that is going to wrap things up here with week 14 action. We'll keep it moving here. We still got games, like I said before. The next one up will be Pittsburgh at Dallas. So make sure you watch out for that. Should be a fun ride as always. Pittsburgh has a chance to play the spoiler role while Dallas is trying to fight for their rights to make the playoffs. So make sure you watch out for that. It's going to be a fun ride. And we'll tune into this game and the doubleheader that's coming out on Twitch as well. So make sure you watch out. Get your boy Stacks. We out here.